Up next, we have another amazing speaker in artificial intelligence. This speaker will talk about NotebookLM, your secret content and learning partner for small business owners. A small business owner, AI consultant, and educator as founder of Marvin Business Systems, LLC, who helps entrepreneurs turn AI into a real working partner. He shows business owners how to think, learn, and create faster using tools like NotebookLM. His approach is practical, human, and immediately useful, specializing in transforming messy notes, documents, and ideas into clear insights, usable content, and confident decisions. Let's welcome Joseph McKinney III. So join me in the comments as we welcome our next speaker.
Hey, I'm excited to be here. Hello. Welcome, everyone, to all my people that speak Detroit. What up, though? I appreciate y'all joining me here today. Let's get into it. So what I'm here to talk about today is one of my best new friends called NotebookLM. NotebookLM is going to be your secret partner, content and learning for small businesses. Do I got any small business owners? Can I get a 1 in the chat if I got any small business owners down in the chat? So what we do here at Marvin Business Systems is we help solopreneurs, small teams, trades and field services, people in the service businesses with their NotebookLM setup, training, prompting and workflows, AI automation systems. You got your missed calls, your book lead intake, follow-up forms, all the things that AI can do, Marvin Business Systems can help you with. So if you're already tapped in for a fun ride, let me get a 2 in the chat. Quick disclaimer, these thoughts are mine and only mine. I'm an independent third-party presenter and a certified AI consultant. Woo-hoo! So if this is you right now, if you got too many tabs open, you're in the right place. Today isn't about a specific, adding more tools to your plate. It's about a specific tool that I love. It's called NotebookLM. It's a system that you can immediately use to turn your mess into clarity. Can create content faster, and you can make smarter decisions without all the burnout. So how many of you got all sorts of documents, you got PDFs, you got DMs, client communications, SOPs, and they're all over the place. Well, my goal is to take you and your information from this to something where you feel like you're handling it like this. If this sounds good for you, let me get some fire emojis. So today, a lot of business owners, you're drowning in your sources. Like I said, you got PDFs, emails, meeting notes, podcasts, all living in 10 different places. So I'm pretty sure you guys got 1 or 2 cell phones. You got your iPad, you got your laptop. Some of your old school, you got some handwritten notes, and they're all over the place, 10 different places. So how many of y'all feel like this right now? You're a business owner, you got all these different things you're drowning in. I'm gonna tell you about how my buddy NotebookLM is gonna come and save your day, get you out that water. So as a business owner, we love being taxed. Said nobody ever. But you're taxing yourself with all this information you got all over the place. The 3 ways you're taxing yourself is speed tax, confidence tax, and consistency tax. So first we're gonna start with the speed tax. Your decision process is going to be a lot slower because you can't find what you need that fast. Is that on my iPad? Is that in the DMs? Did I just write that down somewhere random? 2 is going to be the confidence tax. You're going to be second guessing yourself because you don't really know what's true, what's current, what's the most accurate information. 3 is going to be the consistency tax. Your customers don't know what message they're going to get from you because it changes all the time with a new trend or a new way of posting. This system here will teach you how to gain consistency and keep that customer avatar knowing exactly what they're going to receive from you. So with the hidden cost of chaos, the speed tax, slow decision making is going to lead to hours lost. Your confidence tax, you're going to be second guessing yourself in data, a lot of missed opportunities. Consistency tax. You got scattered ideas all over the place, so that's going to degrade your customer trust. As a business owner, we can't afford to pay these taxes, especially self-imposed taxes. We got to get rid of these. That's where NotebookLM comes in. It's a container for your brain that's going to be grounded in just your sources. So you want to stop guessing and start grounding. With the standard AI tools that many of you probably already use, you got hallucinations, you got generic advice and outdated info, because that system was trained on the entirety of the internet. As a small business owner, you don't need that. You need it laser focused on your information. So you can drop in those PDFs, those docs, maybe MP3s of a transcribed phone conversation or meeting you had. And the system is going to be grounded in just your data and summarize just the information that you gave it. So I got a 4-step system to help you go from buried to burden-free. Simple 4-step process, call it the 4 C's. We got capture, clarify, create, and compete. Very simple. Let's get into it. So first, capture. You want to get all of your information into that same notebook, same general brain database. So you're going to take your reviews, some old blogs, some frequently asked questions that you get often from your customers. You can take some old proposals, training documents. Make sure they're all got the proper titles and easy to find. You don't want to be uploading document 577236 because you're never going to know what that is. So make sure you're giving it some good naming so you know exactly what type of documents that you're loading into your system. Step 2 is clarify. Now that you got all your information there, you want to ask good questions to get good, clean summaries. So with some sample data you have in there, say you uploaded a contract, you can ask the chat, what are the main risks of these contracts? Is it based on the contracts that you uploaded? Here are the primary risks. So you're not thumbing through 50-page technical documents to find the answer. You're spending a few seconds searching for the exact answer that you need. So if you guys want to take a quick screenshot of these, here are 4 easy prompts that you can do. Drop inside your, upgrade to VIP. Don't take a screenshot, that's illegal. But here are some 4 easy prompts you can drop in your NotebookLM after you got your sources in there. What are the top 5 customer pain points across these emails? Summarize the proposal in plain English. Pull out key decisions from these meeting notes. What are the recurring themes here? And what can we do next? So after you've gotten step 1 and 2, you've captured and you clarified, now it's time to create. So all the data in there, you can remix that into a content plan, social posts, video scripts, sales talking points. It's actually endless. So you can go from old to new in a matter of moments. In solopreneurs, you can actually win back time because we can't be great at everything. A lot of us like to think we are, but it's very tough to be excellent at everything. So this is the way we can stop staring at a blank screen and actually create something. We don't have to start from scratch. Creation playbook. Here we got one source, your notebook with infinite outputs. So like I said, we got a strategy plan, a 30 to 90 day plan. You got your social media posts, LinkedIn, Twitter, IG, whatever your platform. You can set it up so it's giving you the exact sort of output that you need. You can create an email nurture sequence for your clients based on your information. Script ideas, sales lead magnets. It is literally endless, guys, what you can do with NotebookLM. I call mine Leon. Step 4, after we have all of these, you can collected your data, you can clarify it, you can created your different pieces of intellectual property and different business systems. Now it's time to compete. But we all know when we add AI into the competition, it's not really a competition anymore. It's going to be game blouses. So this is how you can actually reverse engineer with your data versus your competitor data and get some really, really high level insight that you don't need to pay thousands of dollars to a marketing firm for. Leon is free. I'm sorry, NotebookLM is free. So upload your public competitor data. You're going to upload your own data. Then you're going to ask the notebook to compare them and figure out where you rise above your competitor, and that's your new USP, unique selling position. So these are 3 quick questions you can ask to get your edge. Where do we already do this better than the competition? What proof do we have in our reviews that contradicts their claims? And what should we say on our website and in social media ads that makes that difference obvious? So you can use these answers once again to refine your unique selling proposition. So with this new operating system, you've taken the 4 C's and given yourself a tax break. So the speed tax is no longer there. Now we're living in velocity. You're learning faster because your answers are instant. We got the confidence tax. We're dealing with clarity now, so that's no longer a thing. Your answers are verified because it's rooted in your own answers, your own data. Then the consistency tax. You're going to have a consistent message because you're going to be using the same system, and it's going to generate creative after creative for you in the same tone and style that you need. So once you get that first notebook set up, it's going to be much easier every time. Another great reason I love NotebookLM is you don't need to be a prompt wizard. You don't have to say, act like a social media strategist with 27 years of expertise. You don't have to do none of that because you're putting your information in. It's going to be an expert because it's the only data that's there. If you can use Google Docs, you can use NotebookLM. So what I'm trying to do here, goal isn't to be an AI expert. Goal is to stop drowning in the information so you can start swimming in revenue. Open your first notebook today. It's your business, but it's just smarter. So I got a few minutes left to go into a quick demo. If y'all want to see a demo, let me see a 2 in the chat, and I'm gonna try to get to it and show y'all some real ways that I actually use NotebookLM on a daily basis. So the first couple slides here are going to be how I use it for business research and to do an infographic, which is also a lead magnet. So fun fact about me, I actually live on a farm, Opal Metals Farm here in Graham, Washington. And those characters on your screen now, those are alpacas. What I found out is people actually sell alpaca waste for fertilizer. So I'm like, you mean to tell me that I just got money on the ground out here? Like, that's preposterous. But I really don't know anything about that whole process. So I went to NotebookLM and did deep research on the process. Teach me about how I can make money with alpaca fertilizer. So you can see on the left all of the different sources that NotebookLM found for me. And I was like, sweet, now we cooking. Now I asked for an infographic. Can you create a detailed but fun instructions for making alpaca tea and application guidelines? Include the NPK comparison and application rates for vegetables and flowers, houseplants, and gardens. So for this demonstration, I actually created 3 different infographics. One is concise, the other standard, and the last being detailed. The only thing I changed was the level of detail, so you can guys see the difference and how powerful NotebookLM is. So the first one is concise. Very graphically beautiful, has all the information you need, but the pictures are definitely going to stand out the most. Like I said, I can definitely give this out to somebody who purchases the product for me and they'll know exactly how to use it. But the folks that need kind of, a little more, we can go with the standard. Now look at this. You can see it's getting in a little more detail. The pictures are a little smaller to allow for more room for the text, but it is still fantastic and gives you all the information that you need. Now detailed, you can see it's sort of becoming an eye chart. There's a lot of details in here. So use this sparingly. Make sure that it is something that you need to have all the details on one page. because like I said, it will get to be an eye chart, and it's going to be a lot of details on one page with the detail slide, but still beautifully represented, and all the information is all still there. My second real world way that I use it is my second grader came in and he said he's learning Greek mythology at school. And a quick thing, I don't know if you saw the huge smile on my face today, but he's getting ready to get on the bus, and I told him I'm doing a presentation this morning. And he said, like Dr. Martin Luther King? I was like, hell yeah, exactly like Dr. Martin Luther King. So that made me feel great. So it's got me started off on the right foot. So now I'm going to show you how NotebookLM features of the flashcards, the quiz, and another unique way to use the infographic. So with the flashcards, I didn't have any data in my NotebookLM, so I'm starting from scratch. So you can see how awesome this prompt is. Greek mythology for a second grader. Folks that use ChatGPT know if you put this in there, you will get probably pretty bad results. But NotebookLM, it knows what you're saying. I got you, bro. So it gave me these quick 10 sources. I'm like, bet, import them. Love it. I seen the one down here. I was like, so you see the check boxes on the right hand side. That's where you can include or not include the specific sources in your research or whatever your next steps are. I unchecked the one for King Midas because ain't nobody here to see you, Midas. So the other ones, they're solid. I like those. Let's keep them. So now we're going to get into the flashcard features. You can say another bomb prompt. Create a set of flashcards that are for a second grader to learn easily and fun. And it creates these beautiful, what's the one, games to be cards against humanity. It's got that feel kind of to it, but it's super easy. You can use your mouse to navigate. You can flip. And if it's a question that you don't realize how they got to the answer, you can click explain and it'll actually go to the source that you input to go into more detail. And as you can see, the more details there with the question. I didn't know about the Mount Olympus question. So let's see about where you found that from. And the sources, you can see the numbers next to it. It's actually going to show you exactly where in the document or the video that it pulled that information from. So now, okay, we got the learning down. Now it's time for a quiz. Create me a fun quiz for a second grader to learn this subject. I left the questions on standard, level of difficulty, medium. I didn't want it to be too easy, but he's in second grade, so not too hard. Now we got a quiz. So just imagine the possibility, guys. I don't know if any of you guys got school-age kids, put school in the chat. I don't know if you've ever had to hire a tutor, but I hear they are pretty expensive. This is NotebookLM. I know this is supposed to be for business owners, but a lot of business owners are parents as well. So we know how valuable this can be if you can have a tutor that you don't have to pay for that's specialized to your child's learning. And the last thing I did was create a slightly different style of infographic. So create a fun infographic that showed the relation of the Greek figures to each other. This one I did go with detail because I knew it was going to be a lot of information there, and it really did not disappoint. Created this beautiful Greek mythology connections map. I got all the heavy hitters in there. Like they make Medusa look like a black woman, which I don't appreciate. I think it definitely was some black folks here in the ancient Greek times, but that's another story for another webinar. But you can see how beautiful this is, and it's easy to take this information no matter what type of learner you are. NotebookLM can give you the output that you need. So I'm supposed to be heavy in the AI space. I'm sorry, y'all. I've been deep working on this presentation, trying to make it perfect for y'all. Had a homie came up. He was like, hey, man, what is ClaudeBot? Bro, I have no idea. I ain't have time to stay on top of any of this past weekend. But I bet this mind map and report can help me out. So what I did, I had a couple of sources via YouTube videos that popped up in my feed. I didn't have time to watch them, so I just added those two to my notebook. And I just wanted just some basic kind of overview as to what's really going on. So I did a quick mind map, and it takes you out several levels. You can see if you can click the icon, it'll expand just like a job map once you get down to a specific topic If you want to drill down for more information, you can click that and it goes right back grounded to that notebook that you had. All right, time for a report. You click the report tab. This here is where you can actually do the blog post that we mentioned earlier. But now I just want to do a briefing document. Like I said, I'm just trying to make heads or tails of this so I can talk to my friends intelligently about it. Now you see this prompt here. This is actually a lot better prompt. Excuse me. But the great thing about it, I didn't write this. This was already there, already pre-filled, and it's exactly what I wanted. I was able to get a beautiful report written here with an executive summary. It's got chapter breakout, has a few charts and tables. So it's exactly what I will be looking for just to get a brief breakdown I can quickly read and bring myself up to speed. I do have a great freebie for you guys. We got 101 NotebookLM prompts for entrepreneurs. You can scan that there and I'll send that right over to you. I definitely appreciate you all's time today and definitely sign up for that call. Joining the AI certified consultant group was probably one of the best decisions that I made in my life other than going to Michigan State University and marrying my wife. So thank you all.